26-year-old Charles Jones, who is also known as Julio Foolio, was reportedly there to celebrate his birthday. I think he was turning, 26 or 27. Police are still trying to figure out a motive for the shooting. But in some of his songs, he made jokes about the murders of people in other groups as well as rappers.
Well, this is not a game, is my message. This is not something that we're going to tolerate around town. I think the media, I think the citizens of Jacksonville, I think everyone feels the same way. This is not something that's okay. This is not something we're going to tolerate, and we're going to pay very close attention. So don't get involved. Stay away from the nonsense.
So there's no evidence to show any of them are connected, and there's no evidence to show that any of these are random. And I'm out here to reassure the community that we are out here in full force.
Working to learn what led up to the shooting, motive. They are talking with witnesses. They are looking for video.
Because it ain't cool now. No, it's over now. It's over for him. It's permanent. And now we have to deal with messing and clean it up. And if it takes us following them one at a time, we'll follow them one at a time.
We're shooting for When I See You, Who I Smoke.
Who I Smoke came out of nowhere, went crazy, kind of made it more mainstream to where people who don't even know y'all, they were tapped into it. Did you make them do that?
I don't know. I took it too far when they made a song first. Speaking, once the dead get involved, it's all.
The ATK gang. Investigators say this organization is connected to a string in Jacksonville.
There's many names for ATK. Ace is top one. 9 people, potentially responsible for 15 of, and who knows what else.
You getting over this is not going to prove anything.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, your mom is still alive, right?
Yeah.
You got siblings?
Yup. I got 2 sisters, a little god sister, and a big brother.
Right. You got people who love you.
Definitely.
You've seen it. Okay. So what he said was, we'll play the clip, was that you guys have talked a couple of times, and he thinks that the beef will end sooner than later.
I don't know him. I never seen him before in my life.
Jacksonville rapper Charles Jones, known as Julio Foolio, in Tampa.
It just sounds like this is just going to keep continuing, and more bodies are going to drop, more people are going to get shot, more mothers are going to cry, people are going to lose their brothers and friends and everything else like that. Could there be anything that could be done with, let's just say, you and Yungeen Ace sitting down together and saying, look, a lot of on both ends, but we have to just basically, we don't have to be friends, but we got to get past this and kind of just move on with our careers because we're both successful in our own way.
It probably happen sooner than later. You never know what God got planned, I told him that a couple times, We be talking time to time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what can happen. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? We want to kill each other now. We just mutual.
So what he said was, we'll play the clip, was that you guys have talked a couple of times, and he thinks that the beef will end sooner than later.
I don't know him. I never seen him before in my life.
In person?
Never seen him before.
Okay.
No, but that's none of them. Anybody in my city that's into me who rap, see, this is the thing. See, okay, my city, it's like, everybody in my city, they all rap, right? So they rap to diss me so they can get views, so I can respond. So that's their way of like getting on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's like a whole, when I got, everybody went to claiming their shot. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a whole little big city. So everybody who rap in my city, they beefing with me right now, none of them even know me. I never even seen them before in my life. You know what I'm saying? So all of them, nobody, I don't know none of them. You know what I'm saying? So everybody started beefing with me out the blue just because I got on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just I don't know them, so I don't be getting what be going on. I don't know them. Yeah.
Well, you've never met him in person. Have the two of you actually talked on the phone?
Never talked.
You're saying that's not true?
No, I ain't saying that. No, we don't. It's like we done dealt each other before.
Okay. So you've DM'd each other. So there's been some communication between
For sure. And like this little clubhouse, that shit.
Okay. And when he said that he thinks that the beef will end sooner than later, it sounds like he wants to figure out a way to squash it. It sounded like he wants to somehow work things out. Are you open to working things out with him?
He want to work stuff out because he know he don't know me for real. So it's like I say, like he don't like he got what he wanted. Like he got the fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? He went up. So now he got what he wanted. So now it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, bro, I don't know him.
But you will have kids at one point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you want to live long enough to have kids.
For sure.
And if you keep going down this road, you're never going to experience what it's like to have kids, which is one of the greatest experiences a human being could have. You know? Yeah, you could go down and say, okay, you know, Foolio, he didn't take from nobody, whatever else, but you're not around to, you know, to feel that love because you're gone.
Oh, you trying? And it's crazy because I done dodged death so many times. Sometimes I just be like, it's just the way I live. I don't know. I just see death so much.
Hi, and Allison, a prominent rapper, Charles Jones, whose stage name is Julio Foolio, was celebrating his birthday here in Tampa when it was cut short. All right, take a look here, a bullet hole here at the wall of this hotel. Also, I'm going to show you here, this window appears to be boarded up. Now, Jones's longtime attorney confirmed very limited details as to what happened here.
It's just a lot. That's just what it is in Florida.
Okay, because I remember there's like a lyric where he said like my grandma Zoe or something like that.
I say, my grandma do voodoo, and we chop the head off a goose. I got a couple songs referencing like stuff, cause like that's what I'm tied in with. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's why I came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So what part of Jacksonville did you grow up in?
The north side, 1646 West 45th Street, Hilltop Village Apartments. It's like the worst hood in Jacksonville, like literally the worst hood, Hilltop Village Apartment.
Officials say they are close to finding the suspects involved in the killing of Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio, who was fatally shot in Tampa on Sunday. Julio Foolio, whose real name was Charles Jones, was enjoying his 26th birthday when he was shot in the parking lot of the Holiday Inn Tampa North at around 4:40 a.m. 3 others were wounded in the shooting. Community members in Tampa met at a town hall on Monday to talk about violence in the neighborhood after the young rapper's death. Tampa Police Chief Lee Burov told the public that the groups involved in Sunday's killing were all from Jacksonville. Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters gave a similar update at a press meeting on Monday, but he did not name the groups involved. I won't name them, they know who they are. We're not going to accept any retribution or revenge. We're going to watch. We're going to pay attention to what's going on.
Sure. If I may generically ask a question about something else.
Yep.
Generically speaking, what are your thoughts about the glorification of violence on social media, gangs, the detriment to the community, the danger that it poses?
I mean, unfortunately, I think young people think this is a game. And, you know, there'll be comments about this in the statement that I make, and they make it like it's a video game. It's not. This is real life. So he has a mother, you know, he has parents, siblings, probably friends, and they have to deal with these kind of losses, and it's unfortunate. Now the next thing is these groups. I won't name them. They know who they are. We're not going to tolerate any retribution, any revenge. We're going to watch. We're going to be around, paying attention to what's going on. But it's unfortunate. It should never happen to our kids. And I've never seen so much devaluing of human life. You know, it's like it's fun, and they talk about it in rap videos and songs, and it just doesn't make any sense.
What's your message to anyone who might be a younger person who might be considering this kind of love on the streets?
Well, this is not a game. Is my message. This is not something that we're going to tolerate around town. I think the media, I think the citizens of Jacksonville, I think everyone feels the same way. This is not something that's okay. This is not something we're going to tolerate, and we're going to pay very close attention. So don't get involved. Stay away from the nonsense.
I've heard some people concerned about safety here in Jacksonville. Retribution, is that justifiable concern? What is the police story?
So I can tell you that I made several phone calls and discussions with the undersheriff and staff members about paying very close attention to certain groups that I know are clashing with one another. They know who they are. And we are going to pay very close attention to make sure that, we're not going to allow you to just arbitrarily run around and spray bullets into people's houses and cars. And it's just something that we're going to pay very close attention to. And I want the public to be vigilant. Pay attention when you see these things going on. Look, the social media world is called meta for a reason. It's make-believe. It's not real life. Real life is what happened to Julio yesterday. And that happens, and it should not happen. So we're going to be paying very, very close attention.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thanks.
Burka told community members that this is the only incident involving the Jacksonville groups at this point. That's the only one we have tied to those Jacksonville groups, Burka said.
So there's no evidence to show any of them are connected, and there's no evidence to show that any of these are random. And I'm out here to reassure the community that we are out here in full force.
Working to learn what led up to the shooting, motive. They are talking with witnesses. They are looking for video.
Officials have not named any suspects or made any charges yet. Before his death, Jones showed excitement and gratitude about his birthday on social media. "God, thank you for allowing me to see another year and to celebrate another birthday," Jones said on X. But in April, Jones said there had been repeated attempts on my life on Instagram. He also talked about being shot at while leaving a recording studio on a podcast in 2022. Waters reminded people of the serious nature of the event, saying that it's not a game. This is real life. Waters said he has a mother, he has parents, he has brothers. They are probably friends. They have to deal with these kinds of losses, and it's unfortunate that officials are asking the public to share any videos or information connected to the incident with the Tampa Police Department at 813-231-6130. The investigation continues as the police try to discover who the suspects are and what happened leading up to the deadly incident. Foolio had over 950,000 monthly listens on Spotify. Some of his most famous songs included Voodoo Dead Ops Pants, I Hate You, I Love You, Play With Me. This is the second tragic loss the hip-hop world has experienced this month. Up-and-coming rapper Enchantment died earlier this month from a drug overdose. She died shortly after being put on life support. She was also 26 years old. She had over 185,000 monthly ERS with hit songs like No Love and Track and Field. Julio Foolio's mother, Sandra, has announced that she is making a video about her late son following his end in an Instagram post. Sirius, who is a nurse, said she wants to tell the real story of her 26-year-old son's life and death. ARP's son, Charles Jones, is the subject of the real-life story video coming soon. She wrote, "I am the only one who can tell this story because I know the facts from the fakes. I think I'm the only mother who keeps it real." While most others know what was going on with their own sons, this has been happening since 2014-2015. She added, "Some of these same women celebrating your death are the same women who looked up to me. They sat in my building where I was their teacher, and they were my students taking notes. The same women who were buying your CDs for their kids. Let's not forget that these same women's sons did the same thing you did, going tit for tat with this drill music, which I never condemn. People ask where his mom was. It starts from home. They don't know. I stayed on you about this beef stuff, cussed you out, begged you to take things down. When I was shot 8 times, I spared their lives, even though mine was changed over 10 years ago. You started this music stuff in Jacksonville, Florida, and had all the teen parties turned. You caught mega buses to Atlanta at 16 from your career. I think your first interview there was with DJ Small Eyes, but I'll talk about this later in the documentary." Julio Foolio was killed last weekend in an apparent ambush following an event enjoying his 26th birthday in the Tampa, Florida area. He was shot in the parking lot of a Holiday Inn, and others were also hurt in the shooting. No suspects or motives have been discovered yet,